This was Post Malone before. Big, loud, and energetic.
Hey, I'm opening for Justin Bieber, dude, so if you could, like, just let me in, bro.
And this is him now. He looks different, and he acts different. His sudden transformation has made everyone worried about his health.
Hell yeah, man. Congratulations, dude.
What's going on with him? Is he in danger, and could he be one of the latest victims of something deadly? Because as soon as he became famous, his life was full of excess.
Run away, but we're running in circles.
Excess fame, excess riches, excess food, excess everything. And because of this new unhealthy lifestyle, he went from this to this. I guess it's true when they say that fame can come at a cost. More often than not, to our own health. It's much easier to eat unhealthy, and that is why his diet consisted of extremely unhealthy foods.
Can we have the butter with the breadsticks, like a load of butter?
In fact, he once spent $40,000 on fast food delivery in 400 days. To make it worse, he also relied heavily on alcohol.
Are you sober now?
No, sir.
His drinking was so well known that Bud Light even put his face on their can once, but even that was much smaller compared to his substance abuse. He was so famous for these things, but truth is, it took a toll on his body. Everyone agreed that he didn't look healthy, and even Post himself had this to say.
It's almost like you're watching your life, but it's a movie. Like you're watching it happen.
And although it got really bad, he had no interest in changing.
You're in shape. Me, not so much.
Do you ever want to be?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy here.
He was satisfied living the life that he has. After all, it was the product of his hard work.
At the end of the day, I have to do what I want to do. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not listening to anybody.
But sometimes when we live our lives to the fullest, forgetting about what really matters, fate might have different plans for us. Because what Post sowed in excess, he reaped in excess. And eventually, he could no longer hide the damage he had done to his body.
I couldn't get up off the floor for weeks.
His cheerful attitude transformed into something different, but somewhat familiar to everyone watching him. After years and years of very unhealthy lifestyle, the choices that he made, this is Post now. His story comes at such an important time, especially because he is not the first person who has to fight his inner demons. See, people his age, especially people who are celebrities, sometimes lose their battles and become a part of what people call the 27 Club. Legends who died early because of their excess. Amy Winehouse, Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Mac Miller, Heath Ledger, Avicii, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these people went through drastic changes before they passed away. So when Post Malone started to perform like this, everyone was concerned. They were saying, anybody that's ever known or been a user knows exactly what's going on here. Don't think he'll be around much longer. But then Post revealed the biggest change in his life.
He said at the time, quote, "I'm excited for this next chapter in my life. I'm the happiest I've ever been."
Yes, he did lose a lot of weight, but for different reasons. Turns out, after he found out that his fiancée was pregnant, he decided to change his lifestyle. Not only to take care of his child, but also himself.
I guess dad life kicked in and I decided to kick soda and start eating better so I can be around for a long time for this little angel.
Post started getting rid of all the excesses and focused on the most important thing in his life, his family. And as he shed the heavy weight of his past, he began to fall in love again. With music and with himself. Now, even though a lot of people misinterpret how he looks, Post Malone is the healthiest he's ever been. A perfect example of how it pays to free yourself.
And this is my story, and this is how I look, and this is who I am.
And that's the real mind therapy, isn't it? When we want more we often forget the things we already have. Truth is, we don't need excess things to feel happy and successful. When we are content with less, only then are we really able to appreciate when we have more.